I told you all about him. Right? He used to come. Hold it. He used to come since last week, right? But some difficulties, so he make it out today. I know I have. Hold it. Right, I'm going live, right? So just give the introduction. Well, I'm actually live, but I'm going public. Right, we live.
Somebody else's face.
Awa ba Shem Yahushai ba Shem Makakodash.
Double honors to the apostles, elders of great wisdom. All of peace and blessings to the elect. Peace and blessings to the elect. Alright, we are the Hebrew Israelites coming week in, week out. To prophesy the downfall of this current kingdom that you people know and love. So you love it here. You want to marry yourself to the so-called white man kingdom and sail off into the sunset. But most I say no. Alright? Most I say no. Because why? Israelites are coming from Russia. That's right. It says Isaiah chapter 30, verse 9 and 10. That this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord. Right, well, you don't want to hear nothing that we say. All we say is, brother, the law of the Most High. We coming outside here with no gun, no bomb on the side. We have no knives, we have no weapons of mass destruction on our physical level. On our physical level. We don't have no weapons of mass destruction on our physical level. Right? We don't go by here again. Isaiah chapter 30 verse 9 and 10. That this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord. Right, so we don't have no weapons of mass destruction on our physical level. All we have is the Bible and the laws of the Most High. That's all we have. And the faith in Yahushua. Of course. But all you don't want to hear that. All you rather hear that all you're going to be blessed in a kingdom not going down by the second. A kingdom that losing power the same way the American dollar losing value every day. God. You understand? The American dollar losing value every day. That's the same way this kingdom losing power. Yeah. And all you want to remain right here and hug up his soul and as I say, sail off into the sunset. Rather than here, all you have about Shem Yahushai to say, and what is he decreed for this earth?
Hey, so like just be quick because you know the scripture say a kingdom divided us against itself shall fall. And we've seen that these people are asleep. We've seen that happening right now in politics locally. Right? Where they arrest Adam Logan, former Attorney General. The goat fucker. Alleged goat fucker. And a lawyer which is a General Amin. And sent a list of some other men that they say was in corruption. Now I heard about Kublai Singh, the man who went on the 40-day fast. So called. Right? He had all received money. You understand? He had all part of it. Right? So, hey, watch. When they see the kingdom, when they see they start to attack their own, know that that is the end. When they start to attack their own, know that that is the end. You understand? If they ain't spraying themselves, because everybody grabbing at straws. Everybody grabbing at straws right now. You understand? And the next article that Makazar put out this afternoon, when they show that Russia, Putin had interest in the country. Right? Yeah, in this country. And all this with the Venezuelan influx and it can be alleged though. Right? The sources is I think it's Blackwater. Blackwater was the source, right? Is that they intended for the flooding of the Venezuelans and then the so-called Venezuelans, then the uprising of the people against it. Right? All a political move. Right? So all hell about to break loose in this place. This comfort, this everyday casual living, these people they're gonna lose their mind. They're gonna lose their mind because this comfort, they're gonna lose it. It's gonna just be taken away from underneath them. Right?
verse 10, Isaiah chapter 30, verse 10. Which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy.
Right, so you say to the seers, see not. Who's the seers? Let's go Samuel 9 and 9. Have you seen the seers? Because the workshop is just pastor, adultery committing pastor in the church, section, man in the congregation, wife, telling Sister Mary just stay back a little longer for Bible teaching, sending she home, right, to she husband. Let me see if he's this year, because that pastor is telling her not to be concerning the truth. So he's not the seer, right? And if he was the seer, you're telling him no see, because why? Well, you don't want to tell her the truth. Okay? Well,
1 Samuel 9 verse 9, it says, before time in Israel, when a man went to inquire of the Most High, thus he spake, come and let us go to the seer. For he that is now called a prophet was before time called a seer.
He that is now called a prophet was before time called a seer. So let's say to the prophets or the seers, see not, they don't see. Or see and don't tell you nothing. What we do, all kind of abominable thing on hey, just hush them out. Hush them out. Tell you that hey, all things going on run smooth. You're going on receive a nice ending, a happy ending. Let's not tell you to feel bad. Nobody wants you to feel bad. Right?
Yeah. Isaiah 30 verse 6, it says, verse 9, it says that this is a rebellious people. Lying children that will not hear the law of Yahweh, let's say to the Micah 2 verse 11, it says, if a man walking in the spirit and falls into life, say, I will prophesy unto thee of wine and of strong drink, he shall even be a prophet of this spirit.
I want to want to hear wine and of strong drink. I don't want to prophet. Right? But we outside here prophesying, hey, telling you, hey, famine going on come. Your main source of survival going on be in extinction. Which is food. That is how we will survive from here today because they love to follow their face. Right? They're going to be extinct. See, just like how we saw all these animals extinct, you can see them no more. Food going to be extinct just so. Or on a rarity. Where you're going to hardly get it. There might be a shipment once every 3 weeks of food. You understand?
And that's for the soldiers.
And that is in the gun. That is in the soldiers.
This is Jeremiah chapter 6 and verse 10. It says, to whom shall I speak and give warning, that they might hear? Behold, the ear is uncircumcised, and they cannot hearken. Behold, the words of Yahweh is unto them a reproach. They have no delight in it.
They don't take delight in it. They don't read the Bible just because pastor said to read the Bible. Right? They don't read the Bible and having a joy in the heart that day. Again, closer to my God. No, it's not that. They're just reading because pastor said to read. They don't have no delight in the words of the Most High. And I'm talking about you niggers, Latinos, and Native Americans. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Because this Bible is your book. And all you're saying, all you're back on the Bible to follow the ways of the so-called white man. The ways that he's up for you. Which is to be a fucking nigger. Right? Because that is how Esau thinks. He's a nigger. And if he's a nigger, his ways rubbing off on all you. All you is a bunch of niggers. Talking about the whole 12 tribe. A bunch of niggers. That's all it is.
That's it.
Low life.
Done and fully evil.
Huh?
Done and fully evil.
Done and fully evil.
That they both know.
That
they both know. They done and they fully evil. Fully done and evil.
Fully done and evil?
Yeah.
Fully done. And they are done. They are a bunch of fucking done.
Psalms chapter 1, verse 1 and 2. Psalms chapter 1, verse 1 and 2. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful.
Which is ultimately this world. So this is an ungodly world. This is an ungodly world. The fact that you had the prophets of the Lord in a minute form in this world ungodly. Because only we bringing out the truth, we dealing with the apostles are great millstone, and it's just a small amount. So the vast majority of the world ungodly. And they're standing in the way of sinners, and they do sit in the seat of the scornful. Because every time they pass up here, the scorn and the scorn and the mock. So guess what? You are not blessed. According to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, you're not blessed.
That's right.
Despite of a sense of going to church and clap and jump and sing, you're not blessed. Because you're not listening to the Most High prophets.
Verse 2 here. When he departed, verse 2. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doeth he meditate day and night.
Right, so that's it. Right? The apostles are there. Every brother, elders, and brothers who sincerely believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, that is what he likes. The Lord Most High, trying his best, trying to utmost best to keep the Most High laws, best of our ability. Right, and wherever we should fall, Yahushua is to lift me up.
Psalms 24 and 4 on 3 Salakia. Who shall ascend into the hill of the Lord, or who shall stand in his holy place? He that had clean hands and a pure heart, who had not lifted up his soul unto vanity, nor sworn deceitfully. He shall receive the blessings from the Lord, and righteousness from the power of his salvation.
Right, you go down and receive the blessings of the Lord. A man who basically pure in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, I say. And how do you become pure in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, I say? You obey and believe his son. You obey and believe his son. You think that his son, once you hire Yahushua in you, you're saved. Once you're walking in the stead of Yahushua, which Yahushua walking in the stead of your father, you're saved. Right?
Says Sirach chapter 7 verse 2. Depart from the unjust, and iniquity shall turn away from thee. My son, sow not upon the furrows of unrighteousness, and thou shalt not reap them sevenfold.
So those sow on the furrows of unrighteousness. So you had to flee this world. This world currently, this world going down, as I say, by the millisecond. Understand? By the millisecond, this world is crumbling, circling the gate. And though you people out there might see it and turn a blind eye, guess what? It's still coming. It's not going on because you turn a blind eye. The world going on just automatically stop crumble. This world crumbling, so you have to flee this world and look there about Hashem Yahushua.
Right? In Isaiah 47 verse 11 it says, therefore shall evil come upon thee, and thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, and thou shalt not be able to put it off, and translation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know.
I talk about Esau, and you can apply that to Jacob. Understand? You can apply that to Jacob because it's made scripture Isaiah 13 and 16.
Isaiah 13 verse 16 it says, their children, 13 verse 15 it says, everyone that is found shall be crushed through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
Right, so once you join unto Esau, you're going to fall with Esau. Right, so that's scripture applied to Jacob just the same way. When you go just read in Isaiah 47. Then you go right, Proverbs 21 and 11, 11:21.
Proverbs chapter 11 verse 21, and it reads, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered.
Right, so you go and stop Esau from being unpunished, from being punished. And if you try, you'll fail, and you yourself will end up in the same predicament as Esau. Because Esau had a go wrong. Right? And despite how much you try to fight against we, Esau will not go wrong. And if you're fighting against we, you're trying to fight against the Most High, and your hands too short to fight against the Most High. So Esau going to fall eventually. And you niggas who join on him, you going to feel Iraq what he did, which is what thermonuclear destruction and laser beam from the chariot. You went in slavery because you want to come back into the kingdom. You understand? But this destruction will come and you want to feel that.
That's right. So in Psalm 49, most I see taking a ransom. So don't care where you do. You try to come in.
If I can say this, the guy trying to help somebody joining his military. Joining his military, basically joining hand in hand with Esau. But what the military can do at the end of the day, the military try to find out the Lord and his angel when he returns. As prophesied in 2 Judges chapter. That the guy these same Israelites that the Lord gave the same and try to fight against him. But Esau picked them.
God.
Yeah, and so it's the same man, like the man who are suffering right now. In fact, all them cast flying all the way in this world is because of Esau. Ultimately because of all your sin, but the Most High use Esau to bring that judgment on all you. Right? And this devil and the scripture said, help all the affliction. Because this system, which the word system in death, was structured and designed to keep you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans under. To keep oppression on you. And when I come oppression, it ultimately means slavery as a synonym. When you go in Google Dictionary, you will see slavery. Alright? But then when you go in the blue letter, you will see oppression down. And that is what the system does do. It does keep pressing you down as a man. As a man, as an Israelite man, this system is designed to keep pressing you down the way you can rise. Right? You always have to be paying this bill, from this bill to that bill, from that bill to the next bill. And this is a structured thing. Because meanwhile, so-called 1% in the island, in Trinidad, and these elites not studying one bill. Right? The higher-ups haven't studied one bill. They don't even pay gas. They don't pay for gas, for groceries. Now all them think they can just walk in the grocery and get whatever they need. Walk in the gas station, they have card for that. They just take the card, they get free full up. Right? And we had to pay for all of that because this system is to press you down and it's structured so by Esau.
It's Habakkuk 1 verse 12. That art thou not from everlasting, O Yahweh, my power, mine holy one. We shall not die, O Yahweh, thou hast ordained them for judgment, and Almighty power, thou hast established them for correction.
Right, so the Most High put Esau for judgment and correction for us. Because we sinned. Alright, but that don't mean Esau ain't going to be punished. Esau had to be punished for what he doing. But the Most High put Esau to judge you and correct you. Right? And the scripture said the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry you away into captivity. He will not remember thy sins. Right? So our punishment for iniquity are accomplished. That's why we outside here. But you devils have to be punished for the wickedness that you did unto us. And for what you still doing. Because up to this day, Jake can see the way. And you put thoughts in Jake's head and Jake so deep down. Now when they see a girl, a little car and a little house, they say, well, that is enough for them. You understand? They're not thinking like how they're supposed to think. As a king, the mindset of a king was beaten out of Israelites hundreds of years ago. But Esau had to pay for that.
That's right. This is Jeremiah chapter 2 verse 3. And it reads, Israel was holiness unto the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and the first fruit of his increase. All that devour him shall offend.
And anybody else devour us will offend Yahweh Hashem. Anybody else put their hands on us, they did offense to the Lord. They make our offense to the Most High, the Creator, heaven and earth, and all things therein. And the new nations put their hands on us, and these prisoners are war to this day. The fact that we still here is because these prisoners are war. Esau waged the war on us, and he still have it here, because we the prisoners up to this day. So yes, so they did wage war, but they did put their hands on us. So you offended the Lord. And when the Lord offended, where feel you going to do? You can't go.
America. Scripture read on and says, I'll stand up from the top. Israel was holiness unto the Lord, and the first fruit of his increase. All that devour him shall offend. Evil shall come upon them.
Bad times, right?
Evil shall come upon them, saith Yahweh power.
Right, so bad times will then come upon everybody who put their hands on us. Everybody who had us in captivity for no fucking reason other than to build up the kingdom, because I would have wanted before. Right? And when we done build up the kingdom, that before me, send me out, you know, as my father said, they just let Jake go. But after slavery, they just let me go, they give me nothing. Right? They just, alright, nigga, we done with you, find a way in the wood. Find a way in the wood. All of them things, structurally and systematically, help to bring Jake to the point where it is right now.
If I may say, Baba Kushan. And then to spit in Jake's face further, they bring out the Balfour Declaration. And give recompense to the higher-ups and their own people, who is the Israelite imposters. The book of Revelation, I believe it's chapter 2, talk about that. I know the blasphemy of them that say they are Jews and are not, because all the money that America sent into Israel, so-called Israel, well, when the land of Israel, but the people is not the true Jews, them receiving something that really and truly supposed to be we, but we taking our water down, we do everything.
And the saying is for what? It's for the Holocaust, which never happened. Something that never happened. But why ain't talk about the real Holocaust? Over 100, close to 100 million so-called Negroes was put to death. Close to. Right? Because it's about that to take from the West Coast of Africa to bring here. I think there's only about 10 million naked. The rest of them dead. What about the so-called Native American Indians who was put to death unjustly in the land that them was living in first? Right? Millions of them. The Tainos over there in the South and Central America.
And Puerto Rico.
Right? That is not Holocaust, as you better say. But you complaining for what? So-called 6 million Jews which was killed in the 1940s. Which when you do the research and the census, the census for the so-called Jews before the Holocaust, as they say, before the so-called Holocaust, and after the so-called Holocaust of so-called Jews is almost the same amount of people. So let me say, before the Holocaust, you had 10 million so-called Jews. After the Holocaust, so-called Holocaust, they had almost the same population. So how the fuck 6 million Jews was put to death? That's a lie. That's a lie, and people don't even do research to find out. That's a lie. Right? But these devils, them just wanted money, as they always do. And they make that move for that. But hey, most I want the other. Most I want the other.
Right, it's all deceiving the world because the bankers, they are Jews. Right, the Rothschilds, the Bilderbergs, the Rockefellers, they are so-called Jews. And they knew who they were before we knew who we were. So that was them systematically, as you were saying, the Balfour Declaration, that was them systematically deceiving the world. Because the whole reason why America is sending that money to Israel is because it goes back to the prophecies where the whole earth is supposed to bless Israel. Right? So they force fit any prophecies upon them. So what about the prophecy where you see a king? Where King David is in Israel? Where Yahushua is? Where the 144,000? You understand? They say all the earth will come and bless Israel. And if it don't bless Israel, the Most High wouldn't send the rains.
This piece of fair now, Baba Kushan. It says Isaiah chapter 2. What about this? Right? Isaiah chapter 2 verse 3. 9 verse 4. Isaiah chapter 2 verse 4. And he shall judge among the nations and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks.
Right, so it's supposed to reverse from the missiles. from the weapons of war back into a peaceful way, which is farming. Right? Where's that? No. You can finish it off.
Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. What about that?
Yeah. We're not seeing that on the planet Earth. In retrospect, what we're seeing is Genesis 11 verse 6.
Let's look at Genesis chapter 11 verse 6.
Because according to Ecclesiastes 1 and 9, there's no new thing underneath the sun. And according to Revelation, it says what? There's going to be a second death. The first death was what? The death by what? The flooding of the earth by water. Which we know happened because according to the scriptures, the Most High made a covenant with Noah, right? That bow, that rainbow, right? When they see that, there's a covenant. And the Most High had with Noah that he's now going to destroy the earth by what? Water again. We know it happened. Different civilizations, different cultures have records of the flood. Right? It exists. The scientists found in Noah's Ark on Mount Ararat, Turkey, on the side. From space, they have pictures. You can get all these things on Google Maps. Right? They have pictures from when space come down. They have documentaries where they went and they found Noah's Ark. And this was the first death. But let's see what caused the first death. Genesis chapter what?
Genesis chapter 11 verse 6. And it reads, and the Lord said, behold, the people is one, and they have all one language, and this they began to do. And now neither will I restrain from them which they have imagined to do.
That's 11 verse 6?
Yeah, 11 verse
6 verse 11,
6 verse 11. Right. Genesis chapter 6 verse 11. And it reads, the earth also was corrupt before Yahweh's power, and the earth was filled with violence.
Right, the earth was corrupt. Right? When you look at that word corrupt, it means to be spoiled, to be ruined, to decay. And that's what you're seeing on the planet Earth right now. In the very said land, Israel, there's what? There's a slut day. Right? In the very said land, there's a slut day. There's also what? A city called Tel Aviv, Pink City, where they have what? There's a homosexual parade that's born there.
Largest in the world.
So what? There's the stalwart for the LGBT parade. You understand? There's the monument of that. There's an abomination in the holy, so-called holy city. Because the city is not holy right now. It's not sanctified right now. You understand? So we see through the scriptures, which is the truth, what in retrospect, what is happening on the planet. These people can't be the people. The earth, the scripture said the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Right? These people are wicked. The actions is wicked. The way of rulership is wicked. It's deceitful. Continue to read.
Scripture goes on to read back in Genesis chapter 6 verse 11. I'll continue from 12. And Yahweh's power looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt. For all flesh had corrupted his way upon earth.
All flesh corrupted his way upon earth. The scripture said, you show the countenance and they hide it not. There's homosexual, there's Sodom and Gomorrah. There's homosexuals. Everywhere you look is a homosexual. It's a lesbian, a so-called bisexual. So someone needs a bestiality. Go ahead, I can
Isaiah 3 verse 9, it says, the show of their countenance doth witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom, they hide it not. Woe to their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves.
Yeah, woe to their souls, they rewarded evil unto themselves. The scripture also says, why children thy way to seek love? You have plenty of these youths here. They're shooting up. They're shooting up out of nowhere, out of poverty. They're shooting up. They're having the best. They're wearing the best. They're zesters, as they call them now. You understand? But there's homosexuals. They're not bisexuals because they have not like no bi. There's a homosexual. If you're taking a man, there's a homosexual, and there's an abomination.
That's right.
There's an abomination to take a man. You're a man. Man must not lie with mankind. All that do that is an abomination to the Most High. You understand? Lesbian citizen, that is an abomination. That's all.
Isaiah 26 verse 10 says, let favor be shown to the wicked, Yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly. I will not behold the majesty of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai.
Yeah, these people will not be reproved. These people are only going to be reproved through death. They have to go through death and come back to the ball day, as we say, it's balls back Israelites. On the second turn, they don't desire to be first. You talk to one of these stiff-necked tutors, they're going to tell you, hey, we all had to die. We all had to die. You understand? I ain't fear death. Hey, I done and what? I'm fully done and I'm fully evil. You understand? All that bullshit. None of them want to turn to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Favor being shown unto them, the Most High sent forth to serve as the prophets. Before he bring in the destruction. The destruction at hand. Because, hey, hey, your brother could testify. I've been saying it for quite a while now. We besiege. We see, oh, hey, that what's happening in Venezuela is not to be taken lightly. It's not to be taken lightly. You understand? We besiege. Remember I had a dream a couple of months back that I saw looking down south side, you see missiles flying. You understand? Other brothers had dreams of missiles. You understand? We can get touched. About that's how we get touched. Right? Because these people are going to be humble through the spirit. You can finish here.
God. Scripture goes on to read. Back in Genesis chapter 6, verse 13, and it reads, and God, Yahweh power, said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them, and behold, I will destroy them with the earth.
Alright? So that means when these missiles start to fly, most I go and destroy you. Simple thing from verse 5.
2 Peter 3 verse 5. And for this they are willing to be ignorant of it. That by the word of God the heavens were of old, and the earth stand out of the water. And the earth standeth out of the water, and in the water, whereby the world that then was gave over to the water perished. But the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, serve unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men.
Right, so the scripture but I just read it was in Genesis 6 and 11. I was talking about the whole destruction. Right? So the same thing that going to happen now. So the scripture 2 Peter said that what? The heavens and the earth which are now are preserved, kept in store until their judgment unto fire for position of ungodly men. Alright? So you ungodly wretches outside here, are you going to be burnt up?
That's right.
Like Thanos said.
Spoiler alert, spoiler alert.
And spoiler alert, he said rain fire.
Yeah.
Are you going to be rain fire, going to be rain no more here?
That's right.
Right?
And what was rain? What was rain? It was missiles, eh? It was missiles, eh?
Missiles was rain. Scripture said the Most High shall rain it on him while he's sleeping.
Right.
Right? So you're going to be rained with fire from heaven. So the scripture says, as the days of Noah were, so shall also come on the Son of Man. Noah, rain, literal rain come, but water rain. This rain going to be with fire. Alright?
Verse 8, 2 Peter 3 verse 8. But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as 1 day.
Right, so because why? You might see it taken out of the Bible. What the scripture says. Don't tarry, wait, right? And Peter comforting the church again. Hey, no think that it's taken so long. Remember this. One day the Most High is 1,000 years. And 1,000 years is like 1 day. So it might look long to you, but the Most High is just a day past. Right?
If I may say. So now we here in cross 100. 30, 20 something, 40. And you're tired, you hope that the Most High send no spirit on me, and like that on me and on the actor, because we know come down here in this incarnation, and people talking about, oh, since I small, I hear about God coming. The Most High said them, lying prophecies be fulfilled. That is why unless you're keeping the spirit, going back to Psalms 1, meditating the law, you ain't going to get no comfort, and you won't be able to pacify that flesh. Because even Yahushua, when he come in the flesh, and the flesh starts to wear on him, he say, hey, Father, if this cup could be taken away from me. But you know, it's not my will, but Yahweh Basham, Yahushua will have to be done.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 4. Outside of verse 3. It says, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers walking after their own lust, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation.
That way, many people will be saying on work, we don't see it on a daily basis. These big old men outside here, we hear enough out of them mouth. These ageable men right now is some of the worst things that have outside of them. Because you ask our uncle, what we could do by seeing what going in the economy? Well, boy, that's how it is. That's the best you could tell a young boy. Well, boy, that's how it is.
Because they're hopeless.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 7. It says, remember the days of old and consider the years of many generations. Ask thy fathers, and he shall show thee, thy elders, and they shall tell thee.
Because all that going back into that the spirit of the prophet is subjected to the prophet, because really actually I don't hope for nobody else right now but the elected. Because these people and them can't see beyond what they see. So, hey, tell Allah about Shana that you could call me into, you know, come to the church.
This is Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. Therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Right? That's these old men. Right? This is Jeremiah 5 and 12. They have belied the Lord and said, it is not he. Neither shall evil come upon us. Neither shall we see the sword nor famine.
Because Uncle can't even be hard by some say, well, hey, look, World War III coming, watch what's going on in Venezuela, look out, start to pray. The man even turn and even tell your son, well, boy, pray. I would have taken that to them. Son, pray. All Uncle can turn and say, well, boy, die over it. And that's acceptable. That's why the Most High say, right, proceed to Jeremiah chapter 11 and 11. Therefore, the Lord God will bring evil upon them that they will not be able to escape. And though they cry unto me, I will not hear them. The Most High don't want to hear these type of men. Where the Most High listening to you for? What purpose you serving?
It says Job chapter 32.
Yeah, that is spirit. That is spirit.
Verse 9.
That is spirit. Psalm 7.
Psalm 7. Job chapter 32, Psalm 7 says, I said, days should speak, and multitude of years should teach wisdom. It says, but there is a spirit in man, and the inspiration of the Almighty giveth them understanding. It says, great men are not always wise, neither do the aged understand judgment.
I have heard these things from the wise and the prudent, and have revealed them unto babes and sucklings. Like we can read 20-something, 30-something, 40-something. Them big men and pastors and them in them church and them 60 and 70 years and still calling on Jesus. Jesus can't even reveal unto you that you is the chosen seed of the Most High and your blessing It's for you and your people alone.
But Jesus didn't save them when 300 plus of them get killed in Sri Lanka. And that's just in our time, eh? That's just in our time. Jesus didn't save them when the Edomites sit down in the black in the church, the black church across in Babylon, right? And then shoot up a house at a Jake. Yeah. Jesus didn't save them. Understand? And I didn't save the Muslims and them in New Zealand. I have Jeremiah chapter 17 verse 15. Behold, they say unto me, where's the word of Yahweh? Let it come now. Well, where's the word of the Lord? Let it come now. Understand? Because hey, Israel seeking for a sign. Son of man, Ezekiel chapter 12 verse 22. Son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged and every vision faileth? See, because they didn't understand the vision was for yet an appointed time. And now's the time, because the scripture says what? The prophecy shall speak. You understand? And it's speaking. Wars, rumors of wars, homosexuality. You read it, Isaiah, I think Martin and I read it, Isaiah chapter 3. You show the countenance, right? You understand? Homosexuality everywhere. And rulership come all the way down. You understand? Go ahead, huh?
Matthew 16 verse 1, it says the Pharisees, also the Sadducees came and tempted, desired him that he would show them a sign from heaven. He answered and said unto them, when it is evening, he said, it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, you can discern the face of the sky, but can you not discern the signs of the times?
Can you not discern the signs of the time? Because as Yahweh told the disciples, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries, not unto them. The Most High's mind is that's what they can't conceptualize. God love everybody. No, God doesn't love everybody. 2/3 of his own people are undesirables. Degenerate. That degenerate vine. 2/3 of his own people are to learn it through death. You understand? Dance and fully evil. You understand? Fully dance and fully evil. This is Ezekiel. Ezekiel chapter 12 verse 23. It says, tell them therefore, thus saith the Lord power, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel. Hey, the next thing, the fucking heathens, they're not considering the day of the Lord. They're not considering the end. They're not considering the end. There's these heathens all about making them money and living it up. These heathens pray to the God for prosperity. They're not praying to the God that the end come. Buddha don't have in his scripts about the end days, as far as I know. The Shiva, sorry, not... Huh?
Don't start.
You understand? The Kiba Ganesh, the Egyptian book of the dead, they're done dead. What are they looking for? They're looking for more dead? You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead with the precept, I'll come back on mine.
Job chapter 12 verse 20 says you remove it away the speech of the trust and take it away the understanding of the age.
Yeah, the Most High ultimately do it. He remove it. And what they trust in nevertheless. They trust in everything that carnal. They ain't trusting in nothing spiritual. And that's why they can't understand the signs of the times. That's why they can't understand. They can read the weather. So they all moving when the boss and them and they're watching the weather. Three managers, 2 local and 1 regional. And he's saying, yeah boy. The regional saying, yeah boy, looking like the rain's coming. You know? Looking like the rain's coming. Now they can read the signs, or they're watching the skies and could read the skies. Well, they can't read the prophecies. And the scripture said, Yahweh shines the spirit of prophecy. Go ahead now.
Like in the prophecies, as long as you see nations making missiles, no, they making mistakes, spending majority of the budget on war for no reason. Yeah, trillions of dollars on missiles and the military, the nation defense for nothing. These missiles have a purpose. And
that was a sign of the prophecies. That was a prophecy to be fulfilled. Turn your plowshares into pruning hooks. You understand? That was a prophecy.
Because it's saying too, they make you $1 musket, right? They didn't make that for sure.
They use it.
Now in these last days here, where they have all kind of high-powered weapon. You can have that for sure. They make the missiles to go on a
Museum.
You understand?
On display. Yeah, and that's the whole thing. America used it called the one pop, as I say, the one pop musket. You know where it was used on? It was used on the natives. It was used on Israel, the so-called Gad and Reuben, right?
And it's for the
museum and an archive.
Just like these cannonballs and things they should have. You know, they have these things where you can go and see them and you don't see them now. But I don't need the time. This stuff is the game.
Joel chapter 2 verse 1. And it says, blow your trumpets in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai cometh, for it is nigh at hand, a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the waters spread above a great people and a strong. There hath not been ever the light, neither shall be any more after, even to the years of many generations. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness.
Why the land is as a garden of Eden before? Because before is before the destruction. But when hey, read it over again, Mabukasha.
Joel chapter 2 verse 3.
So hey, the same thing was, I think it echoed in Revelation. What?
It says a fire devoured before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness.
It's desolate wilderness because after the missiles hit, it's destruction, it's desolation, like Sodom and Gomorrah, when the Most High rained fire and brimstone from heaven. Now I'm equating Revelation. In Revelation chapter 9, verse 16. It says, and the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them. And thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat upon them having breastplates of fire, and of jacinth, and of brimstone. Right? It says, of horses and the heads of lions, and out of their mouths issue fire and smoke and brimstone. Right? So that represents the head, the war head. Right? It says, by these three were the third part of men killed, by the fire, by the smoke, and by the brimstone which issued out of their mouths. So that goes to show that the Most High, the same way he destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, the same way he's going to destroy here, but in the form of the missile. Same fire and brimstone. It says, verse 19, and their power is in their mouth and in their tails. Why is it in the tails? Because the rocket, the engine, it has power there too. For it to leave one continent, because we call that out ICBM, intercontinental ballistic missiles. They're going to leave one continent, Russia, Iran, Turkey, you know, China, and it's going to fly around the world to go into space, and come back into the atmosphere and end up in what? Babylon, America. Right? And with them, they do hurt. Go ahead, you can go back to Joel.
Back in Joel chapter 2, verse 3, it says, a fire devoured before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yea, nothing shall escape them. The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. Like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains, shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubborn, as a strong people set in battle array. Before their faces the people shall be much pain. All faces shall gather blackness. They shall run like mighty men, They shall climb the wall like men of war. They shall march everyone on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks. Because why? Them missiles on them. Joel uses the analogy of an army because they ultimately, those missiles are the Yahweh Hashem Yahweh's army.
One part. But yeah, the missiles is one part of the army, the angels is a part, and we, the men, well, hopefully like the elect. Because we hope to be the elect.
So that's why Joel described the missiles as an army. Right? And then too, he was using what? Speech of the day, because he's going to write ICBM nuclear missiles coming to destroy this place. Right? So what he said they want to break the rank. So the United States have missile defense systems. All them missiles on them going and hit the United States. Because the Most High can make them missile defense systems just not work.
Tad. As in the missile defense system. Tad. And is that what they issue to Israel and some other nation?
It says, neither shall one thrust another. Meaning, if Russia shoot off one missile, right? Russia shoot off a missile, China shoot off a missile. Them two missiles they go and crash against each other. They go and hit the target. It says, neither shall one thrust another, they shall walk everyone in his path. So when a missile shoot off, each individual missile going and hit the target. The missiles are then going and collide and bomb up in the air, they're going and hit the target. It says, and when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. So if the son of defense against the missile, one suffer, so when the scripture says, nothing shall escape them. Right? Going on. It says, they shall run to and fro in the city, they shall run upon the wall, they shall climb upon the houses, they shall enter in at the windows like a thief. The earth shall quake before them, the heavens shall tremble, and the sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shine. So the Most High will not ultimately destroy the whole land of America. The whole land of the United States of America going to be destroyed. And once America falls, Trinidad falls, Jamaica falls, Guyana falls, England falls, alright? All American allies falls, Canada falls, Germany falls.
Smite the shepherd and the sheep shall flee.
Smite the shepherd and the sheep shall flee. And America is the shepherd of these other nations. So all of them go and fall with America.
This is Revelation chapter 18, verse 11. Or chapter 10. And standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. It says, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. The merchandise of gold and of silver, of precious stones, and of pearls and fine linen, and pearl and silk and scarlet, and all fine wood, and all manner of vessels of ivory, and all manner of vessels of most precious wood, and of brass, and of iron, and of marble. Right? So like your man come.
Yes, because watch, all these different things could only be found because America is known as the #1 trade country in the world. Them does do trade the most in the world. Alright? If you look at America and I think then China. So that talking about the United States of America right there. Because they're talking about trading right there. Petrodollar is the US, as his big brother said. Petrodollar is the US. So
the sanctions on other countries. Because all the countries in the commerce using their currency.
It says, verse 13, Revelation 18 and 13, and cinnamon, and odors, and ointment, and frankincense, and wine, and oil, and fine flour, and wheat, and beasts, and sheep, and horses, and chariots, and slaves, and souls of men. all going to be chosen men because of what the RFID chip. Right? Because when it's chip, it's a mark of submission or with a mice. It means that the pledge of allegiance to check the insurance being your born. Right?
So you say a number of a man, like the social security number.
Dale.
Like a brand. A master brand. Somebody you take the chip, as you said, and you take the chip. Like submit this say so it's not on that. That's why we have, when we look at paper, we pay more on what? On banknotes. Alright? The same paper that we put on receipts. The same paper the paper will be on it. That is actually to show ownership. But the only thing that so-called white man owns, that he doesn't have his signature on it, which is the barcodes is what is ones. Alright? And means by which you're gonna want to implement that them barcodes is by the RFID chip, because it should RFID chip and have the barcodes on the RFID chip. Alright? And we enter that time right now. You understand? Where things escalating right now. You understand? And as a person that said, they might use that whole measles outbreak as a means to push the chip. Because right now they quarantine colleges, alright? Because that just didn't do that, they quarantine and push chip. Alright? Quarantine and push chip. Alright? Just recently, like the Trinidad and Caribbean islands, what they've been doing, they're pushing chikungunya. Alright? And when you look at the map, when you show you a map, like the last epidemic where they had the chikungunya, I believe it's chikungunya. When they show you the areas in Trinidad that are affected by chikungunya, the so-called hotspots, it's showing that it's something that is strategically with. Understand? So by them, releasing their disease in a particular area, it makes it easier for them to quarantine that particular area. Understand? And that is what they're gonna do. It makes it easier for them now to brand the sheep. Basically, you corral all the sheep in the pen, and it's just for you to go in and brand them. Alright? You prevent movement. That's why the scripture said in 2 Ezra 16. A man shall desire to go into a city and not be able to. You wouldn't be able to move back and forth. Alright? You wouldn't be able to. And guess what? People are gonna run and take chip. Because with this also somebody chip is actually, you can actually use it for in the healthcare sector to show if something going on wrong in your body. Alright? So when they lock down certain cities or certain states, and they say, hey, the only way you can actually move about free or from the quarantine is by taking it. So we can actually monitor better to know if you have the disease or not. Alright? And people are gonna run and take it because guess what? No one likes to be locked up. Right now down south, they say right now down south, like Venezuela right now, they have no water. People are protesting right now that they have water. Alright, they get water. Alright, but guess what? That place is in Chile, like where I live in, you might get water like 3 days or week. But that places, especially like residential areas, they don't turn on water, so it has water constantly. So it's really something that they just, bring it into play. Understand? Like allowing all them Venezuelans to come over here. Guess what? There's a strategic act. Understand?
Someone in the US president said what? Does nothing by chance. All up by design. Understand?
All up here. Understand? All up here. All up here. Understand? Because in a matter of time, we're going to implement martial law. Alright? But it's just the right stage to set this. Alright? They will just do it just like that. You have to set it right in front. So that when they set it, they can actually be justified. Alright? Yeah, they are the devil, but they don't want to be called out front of the devil. They want to look like basically like a wolf in sheep clothing. A wolf in sheep clothing not gonna come out, they're gonna come later. Alright? Because they're going to pretend to be a sheep, they're going to pretend to be an angel of light, they're going to pretend to be helping people, but really, they actually setting up their new agenda.
PNM supporters and UNC supporters was clashing in town outside the parliament. Understand? Each jeering at each other, PNM was jeering at them, all the teeth and all the teeth. I can't remember what UNC was saying. I catch up with the fuck, I'll come with the car or the fuck up the car. Understand? So they set up for that solution of them.
Right, and then the thief, the man them is very thieves.
Then I sent a list they're breaking down all of this, and that you see that Queen's Council. What going on is that he just died in bed. But there was what you heard about was Anand Logan, ex-Attorney General, and Jaram Flagrant, I think he's a faculty. Flagrant is a mighty lawyer. He's been a reporter, I think Alan gave up himself, Gerald, I don't know if he gave up himself here.
I didn't think Alan gave up himself, but I think he tried to flee. Well, I can't remember, I think he went to Panama to somewhere else. They get to go somewhere. I can't remember Panama or two countries that get to go that like fly for something. They get to flee.
Right, so it's him and Gerald Dean. They had a Queen's Council. Now what going on with the Queen's Council? You have to say England. Can be dead bed. Now he died, and instead of having to come to court and answer my court, and I got plead guilty, and I settled out everybody what happened. And when you do it, you settle everybody. So
you just said that even though she had liberties, I think Anand was number 4. Was number 4.
Understand?
A politician was number 4.
Understand? No. That whole list breaking down our things from 96 billion dollars. $600 billion. You understand? So hey, we must expose them. But this solution of men will come in. You understand? This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 27. 27 here, right? Yeah, the 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 17. And a man shall desire to go into the city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. It says, a man shall have no pity on his neighbor.
Yeah, so you say a man shall be able to live that shall desire to live chastity and not be able to because of what the court is. Martial law, basically. Yes, sir. And guess what? Trinidad done prep for martial law. Alright? Right now they're actually militarizing the police. The police uniform coming out is actually a camouflage uniform.
There's something camouflage. I'm going to jump back to verse 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh. One people shall stand up to fight against another with swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the cause of their action shall stand in their power.
Understand? The scripture says, shall leave one shore and go to the next shore and receive plagues again. Guess what? Venezuela, the Venezuelans are running from Venezuela to come over here. But guess what? The same thing will happen over here. Alright? Because the plague gonna be worldwide. It's like a bushfire that get out of control. They're gonna just keep spreading. Alright? Alright? You can just keep spreading and spreading until it gets worldwide. This is Obadiah chapter 1 verse 6. It says, how are the things of these so searched out? How are the hidden things of how are his hidden things sought up? It says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee to the border. The men that were peace with thee have deceived thee. They have prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. And guess what? That is how we come out here and actually, prepare these so-called white men together, because guess what? As the scripture says, it's old tongue that has speak against it. You understand? Coming out and showing the hidden things. Alright? Guess what? To 2/3 martial law come like something new. I should have 2/3 out there never heard about martial law. Alright? It have 2/3 out there never heard about war that we in World War III. They probably didn't know they had a World War I. Alright? So they lost. You understand? They lost. So that is why the Lord sent us out here as whistleblowers. You understand? But we blow the trumpet. You understand? Whistle. We blow the trumpet. We summon the alarm. You understand? And we are playing the acceptable way of the Lord. Which is now.
It says Amos chapter 3 verse 6. Shall the trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord has not done it?
Yes, so guess what? The people are not afraid. You understand? Somebody read Isaiah 26 and 11. Anybody have internet on their phone? Alright.
Isaiah.
Isaiah 26 verse 11 says, Yahweh, when thy hand is lifted up, they will not see, but they shall see, and shall be ashamed for the envy of the people. Yea, the fire of thy adversaries, the fire of thy enemies shall devour thee.
Now, we're reading some of the translations, because the translations actually know what it is. Because it said, when thy hand is lifted up, they shall not see. But when the Lord's hand is lifted up, the Lord's hand cannot be lifted up for who? Alright, read well. Just read the King James, go to the but if you just go like the translation.
It says, Isaiah 26:11 from the NASB says, O Lord, when your hand is lifted up, yet they do not see it. They see your zeal for the people.
Yeah, they see the zeal for the people. So they're seeing that the Lord zeal for us right now. That is why we come out here. That is why we come out here, because the Lord zeal for us. The Lord for us again, once again. You understand? So when they see us coming out, but they're thinking that the Lord cast us off, but they see the zeal that the Lord had for us. You understand?
It says, they see your zeal for the people and are put to shame indeed.
Yeah, so they're going to be put to shame, because guess what? As the scripture said, he that touching you, touching me. In all their afflictions, he was afflicted. You understand? So the Lord coming back to judge for the elect. You understand? But 2/3 of Israel, they don't see it. The scripture said, he's blind like my servant. Who is blind but him that is perfect. You understand? So Israel, they see many things but understand not. You don't understand that we in them high times. You know when 2/3 will actually say that we in the last days? When there's 2 people die today, 3 people get shot tomorrow, 1 next day, then they will say, yeah, we in the last day. But guess what? We in the last days long before that. And killings like that have been happening for centuries. Killings like that have been happening for centuries. So that is not the reason why we in the last days. We in the last days. From since Yahweh came on the scene. You understand? But now, the prophecies being made manifest more and more. Understand?
Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 5 verse 3 for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but in the end it shall speak and shall not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will not tarry. Don't tarry, wait for it. Because it shall surely come. It will not tarry.
Yeah, it's not tarry, it's not gonna take long again. You understand? Because the scripture said had these things been in your days, because that is one thing that two things like this, you know. The forefathers been talking about this, the grandfather, the great grandfather been talking about the year of the Lord. But guess what? We don't see the year of the Lord yet. But the scripture said had these been in your days. You understand?
Hebrews chapter 10 verse 36. For ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of the Most High, ye might receive the promise. For yet a little while, and ye shall come, and will come, and will not tarry.
Understand? So the Lord ain't tarrying. Okay? You understand? The Lord on the way right now. You understand? Well,
Ezekiel chapter 28 verse 9. Thou shalt ascend and come like a storm. Thou shalt be like a cloud. Ezekiel 39 verse 8. Behold, it is come, and it is done, saith the Lord power. This is the day whereof I have spoken.
yeah, so this is the day that the Lord has spoken. It's the time frame that the Lord, that the ancient prophets been speaking of. You understand? And guess what? Things that the prophet spoke of, they spoke for our sake, as the scripture said. You understand? Like Jeremiah, Daniel, guess what? They thought it was Isaiah, they thought they was prophesying about ancient Babylon. But they were actually prophesying about this Babylon. Babylon the Great. You understand? Which was to come. You understand? Right.
Psalms 118 verse 24. It says, this is the day which Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai hath made. We will rejoice and be glad in it.
You understand? We shall rejoice and be glad in it. You understand? Because why? Because the Lord told it unto us. As the scripture says, we shall go and hide his face. And if we seek him early, you understand? And we seek him, the Lord early before he is come. You understand? Right?
Psalm Jeremiah 1 verse 5 and 6. For Israel had not been forsaken, nor Judah of his power, of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai of hosts, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense.
Understand? This is the time where the Lord's vengeance. You understand? The scripture says, Lord hold peace. So the Lord ain't holding peace no more. You understand? The Lord ain't holding peace no more. Alright? So the Lord been staying silent, and he been hearing complaints. You understand? Revelation 6 and 9. The spirit's been going up and asking him how long. You understand? How long? But now is that time. Now is the acceptable time. Right? Now the Lord rising up his arm. You understand? Well,
Revelation chapter 18 verse 5. For our sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High has remembered their iniquities.
we got 18 and 5. Verse 6. Rejoice.
Verse
He said rejoice. Now. Verse 20, my man.
Revelation 18 and 20. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for the Most High had avenged you on her.
Yeah, you understand? Because he speak against the apostles, he speak against the angels, he trying to present himself to be like the Messiah. You understand? He feminized the angels, had the angels in Pampers. You understand?
And the Elamites.
You understand? So guess what? So even the angels want peace. You understand? Even the angels want peace. So that's why guess what they say? Because even the heavens now rejoice at the whole of his soul. You understand? And scripture said, "O thou most proud." You understand? Hey, the scripture said even the trees gonna rejoice. Alright? Even the trees gonna rejoice at his soul.
This is Ezekiel 35 verse 11 on down. Therefore, as I live, said the Lord power, I will even do according to thine anger and according to thine envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them. And I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee. And thou shalt know that I am Yahweh, and that I have heard all thy blasphemies, which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel, saying they are laid desolate, they are given us to consume.
I don't these devils that stay. Alright? Hey, nobody to defend them. Them as we own to take. But the most I say hear all them things. Alright? Because hey, we know about the peace of the so-called white man wickedness to what? Most I see everything. Most I know everything. What's going on behind the new devil's thoughts. Right?
It says verse 13, thus with your mouth ye have boasted against me, and have multiplied your words against me.
Right, your mouth. Right? You boast against the Most High. And you boast, when you boast against the Most High people, you ultimately boasting against the Most High as well. And you boasting against the Most High plainly too. Because you say, hey, it's not no God, and if it's not a God, I is God. That is what you devils as we say. And on top of that, you say the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans in shit and use the true way. You had the light. Alright? You're boasting yourself against the Most High and the people and the angels, as the Bible said, putting yourself as the little Edomite babies, as the angels and the Most High. You do that in the movie, Jam and you Egypt movie, Christian Bale. Most High is a fucking little baby, a little boy talking to Moses in the mountain. Blasphemy you call that.
Right? So it says, thus with your mouth ye have boasted against me, and have multiplied your words against me. I have heard them. Thus said the Lord power, when the whole earth rejoiceth, I will make thee desolate.
Right, so when everybody at peace, you devils will not be desolate. When the whole world rejoices, when everybody at peace, because what the scripture says, Proverbs 29 and 2. You understand? When it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. So when we going to be in authority, you devils ain't going to be nowhere to be found. Because the scripture says when the whole world rejoices, you going to be desolate. And that is Ezekiel the 35th chapter. When they read the top of that, talking about Esau, Edom. Right? So that talking about Esau, Edom. That ain't talking about everybody else. That is Esau, Edom that talking about.
It says, as thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate among Seir and all Idumea, even all of it, and they shall know that I am Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
Right.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 7. It says, for the mystery of iniquity not already worked. Only he who now let it will let, until he be taken out of the way. Understand? You are about to do this out of you. Understand? Take it out of you, brush it.
This is Isaiah 14 and 14.
As in scripture in 2 Ezra chapter 12 or 11. It says, are not he who have made of the last peace, who have let read in my word? You understand? So the Lord let his soul read far away. You understand? But now he read over it to move him. You understand?
Isaiah 14 and 14. And I will ascend above the height of the clouds, I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell by the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee, and consider thee, saying,
Sides of the pit, what? Slavery. You understand? You have to cast up. You have to cast up in slavery. You understand? And that was like when the Lord gave the parable of Lazarus and the rich man. The rich man was in the pit. Was the Lord symbolic. You know, compared it to hell, which hell was just talking about being a position of suffering. You understand? Because it had a fiery pit on like earth. Right? That is his hell. His hell is slavery. Just like our hell is slavery. That's what his hell is after his slavery. And the scripture said, so much as she had exalted herself, they give unto her. Alright? So all now Esau done unto us, guess what? God will not go unto them. You understand? God will not go unto them double. Just like, hey, guess what? And that's like two sides of one penny. So we're gonna receive double. And Esau also gonna receive double. But we're gonna receive double for the shape. And Esau gonna receive double for the wickedness that they did unto us.
Verse 16. And they that city shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, say, is this the man that had made the earth to tremble, that did shake the kingdom?
Is this the man? You will carry the you can't believe that is Esau. You understand? The scripture said in Jeremiah, when the hammer will cut asunder. Then Jeremiah 50 and 20. You understand? Esau is the hammer, the whole earth. The one that going around conquering.
Second Ezra 11 and 29. Art thou not it that remainest of the four beasts, whom I made to reign in my world, that the end of their time might come through them? And the fourth came and overcame all the beasts that were past, and had power over the world with great fearfulness, and over the whole compass of the earth with much wicked oppression. And so long time dwelt he upon the earth with deceit. For the earth hast thou not judged with truth, for thou hast afflicted the meek, thou hast hurt the peaceable, thou hast loved liars, and destroyed the dwelling of them that brought forth fruit, and hast cast down the walls of such that did thee no harm. Therefore is thy wrongful dealings come up unto the highest, and thy pride unto the mighty. The highest also hath looked upon the proud time, and behold, they are ended, and his abominations are fulfilled. And therefore appear no more, thou eagle, nor thy horrible wings, nor thy wicked feathers, nor thy malicious head, nor thy hurtful claws.
Understand? So Esau can write, the scripture said, oppression shall not rise up a second time. Understand?
This is Nahum chapter 1 and verse 9. It says, what do you imagine against Yahweh? Hashem El Shai, he will make an utter end. Affliction shall not rise up the second time.
And Esau is the one that afflicted. So he can rise up a second, he can rise the power again. Understand?
It says, verse 46, 2 Ezra 11:46, and all the earth may be refreshed, and may return being delivered from thy violence, and that she may hope for the judgment and the mercy of him that made her.
This is Revelation, because it said that all that God peace will basically destroy them. This is Revelation chapter 18 verse 24. And in her was found the blood of the prophets and of the saints and of all that was slain upon the earth. You understand? Esau is the one going around and slaying all people. So not only Israel, but people in other nations. They destroyed Syria. Alright? They destroyed Iraq. They're trying to destroy Venezuela. Guess what? They destroyed all these countries. Alright? For what? The scripture said that they could never have enough. Alright? They're not satisfied. We increase the desire and death and hell. You understand? The scripture said two things that never satisfied. You understand? And that is Esau is one of them. So-called white man, he can never, just like the grave, he can never be satisfied. You understand?
This is Nahum chapter 1 and verse 19. There is no healing of thy bruise, thy wound is grievous. All that hear the bruise of thee shall clap the hands over thee. For upon whom hath not thy wickedness passed continually?
Yeah, upon whom? Understand? All people. Alright, when you research the showing, and that was a couple of years ago, they were showing you that this is over 200 and something countries that the so-called white man went around and caused destruction. Understand? Because that is, you understand? Garbage and bring destroy. You understand? This is what is going wrong and taking away the peace of the whole earth. As the scripture said to destroy them that destroy earth. You understand? Look at the word destroy is to corrupt. Esau is the one going around and corrupting the earth. Whether he corrupted by warfare or diplomacy. Alright, if I use the right word. Alright? Going around and say that it's okay to behave. Alright? That everybody have freedom of speech, they could just do whatever they want. Alright? Yeah, it was no way. Taking away the old landmarks. You understand? Even down here in Trinidad, there is that. Somebody will be living in the land for generations, and then guess what? Here comes the government, want to set up a road and tell you that you are to move. You understand? Taking a man from the heritage.
Set up a law, and if they give you permission from 1 and 10, for 10 years, young title to
And I just speak this.
Hey, what's up? There's a law in the books, but I'm not telling right now. The water, they can take your land and they pay the water, right? But they are still right now, but they could implement it in these modern times. But him, it's not in the church. That's why if you're going to buy a piece of land, right, or a property, because it's two separate things. You have a property and you have the land, right? Not because you buy property, you buy the land. Understand? If they go to buy a property and buy a piece of land, when they clear the water first, if they have anything outside the building, you have to.
Like guess what? Like when the Samaritan woman said Yahushua, our father Jacob gave written on the well. When you go back with Moses, general name was written on the well. You can't go and dig a well in these modern times. Guess what? That is the government well. That is the government well. Because I'm not mistaken, have a law saying that anything under 6 feet under the ground belongs to the government. You understand? So you can't be there, don't say that you own something, you struck gold, but you don't find oil. Guess what? That is not yours. You understand? So if you dig a well, guess what? They say all the water belongs to the government. They can seize any natural resource. You understand? Any natural resource the government can seize. And guess what? All that is just preparations for martial law. You understand? That is waiting for all that preparations for martial law. Because guess what? If they know that you are so-called dudes, they prepare and you're storing away food and things, guess what? They can come and compensate. I believe a couple of years back, they passed a law in America that if you're storing up food for more than a month, you'll be considered a terrorist.
And they know because they're tracking everything to it. The credit system. Where you spend your money, the groceries and stuff, how much you buy, what frequency, how much in your household, they have these records, they know. You know? They know all these different things, and that's what you all want to do with the network of things, with the internet of things. That's why, that's why passing the RFID chip is a must. Right? Because that's him sitting in that seat as though he is God. But the most I'm going to reprove him and show him that he's mad. Right? It's a network that he built 5G and actually. One of the things that they're doing, they're spraying things in the atmosphere to make it dense and conducive to the 5G network. But the 5G network is highly has high radiation. They say when they was testing it out in certain states, those are dropping dead. You understand?
Hey, they're like that 5G come like the RFID chip.
But yeah, that was it. For that.
Because like I say, that high radiation, what the scripture said, in Revelation 16, it says the angels sent out that plague and sent out that great sore upon all them that had the mark of the beast. You understand? So it's like by nuclear radiation, that radiation sickness, you get cancer or something. You understand? And the angels sent out that upon all them, taking that one and chipping them. You understand?
All I want to do is the phone connected to the chip connected to the fridge connected to the stove, lights in the house connected, and connected to the car, all of that 5G internet. and you see you in our Wi-Fi. Now when you come home, you could go up on your phone, turn on the AC unit, you can control your work with either cool house, cold house, or hot house, or whatever you want. So they have fridge, they have Samsung and the fridge that connect to the internet too. You can say from your phone and see when I'm in the fridge, so when you need grocery, you know what to buy.
All of that just connected to one of these so supercomputers.
So like as I say, like, of course in Europe, they have a computer called the East computer. Right? The East computer, of course, in Europe. That's one of the guys. I would like to believe it's a supercomputer.
They showed us in animation before, like old time this was, right? When this one took over, it was connected to all the bots, you understand? And he could have seen through their eyes or give them a command just using brain. You understand?
This people can show me that transcender. He actually was helping them. People who were crippled, he was giving them back one line, giving them sight. But guess what? He was catching that and control all of them. He was connected to all of them. And guess what? That shows that my chip as a piece of control. Understand? So sure that it was doing some catching with I think it was to turn on the aggression, something like that. Just chip in there.
This is Isaiah 64, starting at verse 2. It says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongues like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear nothing. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquity. They accomplish a diligent search. On the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep. But the Most High, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away, and all men shall fear, and shall declare the work of the Most High, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. For they shall wisely consider of his doing. The righteous shall be glad in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and shall trust in him, and all the upright in heart shall glory.
Upright and glory, because they put trust in God. But the scripture said they want to let that go for heaven. Understand? They want to let that put so called white man for heaven. Flesh they have. Understand? You put your trust in person, and as scripture said, people of God who don't have any religion forever. Understand? That you put your trust on people that makes them take it down. Understand? Like you put your trust in, they are paying trust in both sides. Understand? But our Lord said, hey, shall you find faith in good? You didn't find faith. Because why? Because Christianity and people out here doubting the Bible. Alright? Christianity and people out here doubting the Bible. Because they don't translate the Bible over so many times, change up so many things, and that's why the Lord said, hey, but I don't take away. You understand? I would have said it don't mean like putting a new chapter in. It means like you taking away from the things, because guess what? Every time we do our video, we add in righteousness in scriptures, we do there is an epistle. Just like when Paul and there was writing to the churches. Every letter was an addition to the Bible, it was an epistle. You understand? Because everything that Paul said, whatever we said, are the commandments of both sides. You understand? Because it had things that they would have spoke about back then, but the understanding was given unto us in these last days. So when we come out and we do our video, that is like another chapter added to the Bible. You understand? So the Bible is not 66 books or 40 books that you're talking about. Guess what? Infinite. You understand? Because guess what? If you was to take all the videos that great millstone did, guess what? You can put all in a book. That's like what they say with the Acts of Yahushua. You put all in a book. So the Bible is really and truly the Bible infinite. Understand?
Hold it from say Shalom.
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 3 and 4. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Because the scripture said you are saved through wisdom. But the scripture says faith come by hearing and hear by the word of the side. So you get wisdom from the words of the side. And the scripture says we preach and you believe. You understand? So when you go believe the Lord Yahweh Hashem, guess what? The scripture said in Ecclesiastes chapter 14. See what I said? That's because Ecclesiastes chapter 2 and verse 14.
It says, woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will ye do when the Lord shall be the next verse? Verse 15. They that fear the Lord. What's up? I'll start at verse 12. It says, woe be to the fearful heart and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth two ways. Woe unto him that is faint hearted, for he believeth not.
Yeah. One thing that is faint hearted, because he did not faith. Understand? He did not faith. And guess what? That is why out here giving warning so that your faith can be increased. Understand? The faith that is for your faith to be increased. That is why we out here. Because guess what? Like David say that you're taking a hand will be of trouble. So when you tell people that you're taking a hand will be of trouble, you're not preparing them for what's coming. So then when they do face with them trouble, guess what? When they think the faith wasn't being tested all the time.
So like they just out on the road like go like that. They're not prepared for what about to happen. They're not taking consideration of the mental world watching. And I'm missing the short like that. Because what? As the chairman got on the one, right? This is direct time to our prime minister. There's a court to put America. They said we don't ignorant of any matter small or great. That's right. Because if you remember the American ambassador asked you, right, what is your stand concerning Venezuela? And our prime minister said what? You know, we had to deal with that, we had to that. And they were at the look ahead. They wasn't speaking to the union for late last month. Late last month, they wasn't speaking for a while. You understand? We don't even have any matter. You understand? There's two power heads in it. He represents the United States of America, Babylon again. He was speaking to the Prime Minister of this country. When Donald Trump had his full treat meeting with the OAS country, it was OAS and Trump country, in his Florida East Mansion, Prime Minister, he was not invited. He came out and he gave a statement and was asking him to say, hey, how much I expect? And you know, they're going on with pride. How much I expect in my house? You understand? They're going on with pride. You think that he's something like it. So there was see, when the shepherd didn't belong to the house and he came to the house, both the shepherd and the sheep were falling to that ditch. You understand?
Hebrews 10 verse 7 and verse 38. For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come and will not tarry. No, the just shall live by faith. But if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him.
And that's how we become that word draw back and that needs to be frightened. Understand? One of the words beside it tripped us. I love it when tripped us. It's so frightened that I'm afraid to talk. You understand? You're so frightened that you forget the words that you've been studying. Forget that, guess what the scripture said, that we are to be faithful witnesses. When you look up the word witness actually goes back to mortar. You understand? To be a witness, part of the job description is actually being a mortar for God's sake. Actually, it might happen like this. Just talk about the men that hazard in their life.
Madam, I thought that saying mortar will witnesses to live. I thought that saying mortar like the clock saying.
As Paul said, we're ready to be born after that.
Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 17. It says, thou therefore gird up thy loins, and arise and speak unto them all that I command thee. Be not dismayed at their faces, lest I confound thee for them.
Don't be scared, don't be afraid. Understand? Because like why the scripture says in Romans 15, all things are written for our Lord, that tribulation and comfort in the scripture they find hope. Understand? It's to comfort us. Understand? It's to comfort us. Because when you hear the scripture that day, and the scripture said, be unfaithful unto death, you might say you're gonna die. When you think about that, you might say you might be kind of shocked. But then when you read like the Maccabees, Maccabees 7, the woman who died with her 7 children, guess what? I'll give you hope that you actually see that people died for the Lord and they stood still in the way up. They choose death over life. A life of sin.
The Lord is not slack concerning his promises. Right? As men hold slack concerning his promises, but that's getting on the side of my right foot. Now promise of the Lord. They said that Yahweh shall shine not as man. And he said lie. But the Son of Man is Yahweh shine. Right? They don't lie. You know? Every word that they say is going to come to pass. It's a fair, we understand. You see, the scripture says, wow, their wisdom, I would like to understand it. I guess the scripture was wisdom and understanding at the right time. Right? And we in the time. And we need to be stable. Because what we understand that we're not going to die. Death is just sleep. Yahushai, what he raised from the dead. When he went to the girl who was dead, when he said she's not dead, she's asleep. And what did he even do? They laughed. Right? And he took in the strongest even the disciples that he had into the room and what? He brought them back to life. The most faithful disciples, he brought them back to life. He went in with them. So that who did he left represent?
1 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 9. It says, for I think that Yahweh had set forth us the apostles last, as it were appointed to death. Understand? As we are appointed to death. Understand? So it might be your lot to die for the word. Understand? As Yahweh said, I will be done. According to thy will and not mine. Understand? And the scripture said, understand? And not that because somebody killed his saints, is that his saints stood still over the death. And that was pleasing to the Lord. That's a burnt offering unto the Lord. The scripture said, present your bodies as a living sacrifice. Understand? Yahushua was a living sacrifice. Understand? As the scripture said, Yahushua that died and now risen to glory. Understand? And if Yahushua went not and now risen to glory, then guess what? Election and appeared to pull on some people as in history and one. Election and appeared to use to walk in the same footsteps as Yahushua. What Paul said, be followers of Yahushua.
The book of Hebrews chapter 3 verse 1. Therefore, holy brethren, partakers of the heavenly calling, consider the apostle and high priest of our profession, Mashiach Yahushai, who was faithful to him that appointed him, as also Moses was faithful in all his house.
Yes, so Yahushai was faithful unto death. So consider Yahushai. So that is how we are to be. As we are not faithful unto death. As we put us pages, Adam faithful unto death. You understand? That is how we are to be. You understand? Then we be faithful because guess what? Then scripture says death is a sin. Alright, so that will pain that we're going to endure. It's not going to be Romans 8:18. Somebody can break that. It's not going to be a bounty. So we're going to inherit the kingdom. Romans 8:18. So what's trying to say that?
Revelation 2 verse 5 says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. The devil shall cast some of you into prison, that you may be tried. You shall have tribulation 10 days.
Yeah,
Bingo.
10 days. That 10 days. Could be more than 10 days. Hey, like Apostle Paul goes to Good quarantine. Good quarantine actually go back to 40. You understand? Locked up for 40 days. So that could be a quarantine right in Revelation 1:10. You understand? We paid for the debt. Because just when you quarantine, you don't know if they're going to let you go or not. And then they might say, oh, you're making people to get to the church. You understand? Then,
Just be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Then Selassie, you know what this is? Now we're trying to pass it 40 days. 40 days.
Romans chapter 8 and verse 18. For I reckon that the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
yeah, understand? Not in comparison to where you're going through or when I go through. You understand? Not in comparison. You understand? So don't think about where you're going to go through. Don't think about where you're going to go through after. You understand? And that's why Yahweh shall forewarn 2 Corinthians 4:17. That's why Yahweh shall forewarn place we are in here. You understand? You don't fear Yahweh shall shine. Not man. You understand? The scripture says, I think it's Isaiah 40, where you fear man with grass. You understand? 4:17. Why you fear man with grass?
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 17. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment,
Again, Lord, call it a light affliction. Very good. You understand? Scripture says, take my burden is easy and my yoke is light. A light affliction will be going through. You understand? Paul says we are trouble on every side. He also said, like die daily. Paul was shipwrecked. Hit by a serpent, stoned to death. You understand? All sorts of things happen to Paul. And Paul said what? Light affliction. Alright? Compared to what you know, guess what? Scripture said in Revelation 16, when the angel made waters into blood, but another angel said, go holy and just. You understand? Your judgments are true. Because they have shed the blood of the apostles and no one's given them blood to drink, for they are worthy. So the afflictions that we're going through, we're worthy of it. Because guess what? We forsook Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. We went astray from our husband. Alright? We forsook Lord. We sinned against him. Understand? So where we're going through, we actually worthy. Understand? Punishments that we're being punished with right now, the afflictions. Understand? We worthy of it. Understand? So we sin against the Lord.
Baruch chapter 4, chapter 3. Chapter 2 verse 27. O Lord our power, thou hast dealt with us after all thy goodness, and according to all thy great mercy of thine, as thou spakest by thy servant in the day when thou didst command him to write thy law before the children of Israel, saying, if ye will not hear my voice, surely this very great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nations where I will scatter them. For I knew that they would not.
But guess what? So we have in Trinidad, it has probably a million Israelites in Trinidad. Alright? And so the whole Caribbean and America, all over the world, it have millions upon millions of Israelites. But we're not together, separated. Understand? The Lord scattered us, separated us among the nations. Imagine if all these people was in one land. Understand? Think about what was going on back in Egypt. Why the Egyptians put us in slavery? Because the Egyptians saw that multitude that was rapidly increasing. And they said, now we're going to do something about these people. And that's why Esau trying to reduce the world population. Because guess what? Jacob overrun them. And think about Jacob rising up. Understand? Think about Jacob rising up. Like the slave Bible. That's why Esau want to take slavery out the Bible. understand? To quell any insurrection. Remember in Nocturna. You understand? Right now, we coming out here prophesying that Israel and the destruction are going to come in reminiscence to what happened with Nocturna. You understand? And 2/3 don't know that, but guess what? The elect and Esau, they know. We know. They know exactly what happens when the prophet writes. You see, Jeremiah 28 and 8.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 28 and verse 8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before the world prophesy both against many countries and against great kingdom of war and of evil and pestilence.
Yeah. So they prophesied about what? Ezekiel 2:10. They prophesied about evils to come. Not prophesied about how to raise a family or how to get married. I know we out there to prophesy about. You understand? And they won't be out there to prophesy about. We prophesied about the evils that can soon come. About martial law, about the Alpha Egypt. Guess what? When the Lord came to John on Patmos, not once the Lord told John to tell the people how to raise their children. He told him about the evils that are going to come and destruction of the remaining beasts and how Israel is going to be exalted. Alright, when
this is the book of Ezekiel chapter 2 and 10. And it spread up before me, and it was written within and without. And there was written therein lamentation and mourning and woe.
Yeah, this book is written lamentation, mourning and woe. You understand? And the scripture said 2 wars are fast and they're coming quickly. And that third war right around the corner. You understand? Right now the field being set. The same thing that happening now was happening during World War I and World War II. The whole country, the whole world was destabilizing. The economic stability of the world was crumbling. You understand? It had nations conflicting with other nations, race riots. And it's happening right now. You understand? It's happening right now. So right now the stage being set. You understand? So it's only a matter of time before all hell break loose. And guess what? The Most High just let them angels go. Alright? Only a matter of time.
Second Timothy chapter 2, verse 14. But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned, and hast been assured of knowing of whom thou hast learned them. It's the same thing you say inside this book. Lamentation, mourning and woe. So that's what we learned. We learned lamentation, mourning and woe. We didn't learn to tell Israel to marry in Babylon. We didn't learn that because that's not written in the book. As of right now, that's not written. Marriage is written in the book. But the marriage is in Babylon.
Military bag.
Guess what? The Lord said don't take no wife, no have a children in these times. So it ain't gonna time when study about making family and whatnot. There's a time and the scripture said in 2nd Ezra, as Peter built the house as though he live in it. Understand? But the pilgrims, you know, have pilgrim mentality. And the mindset that at any time you want to be on the roof. Alright, and the mindset you're gonna have, because guess what? That is how you're gonna be just now. Just now you're gonna have to be on that constant roof. Understand? Because guess what? Times that we enter into, guess what? Jeremiah 30 and 6, it's some serious times. You understand? 2nd Ezra chapter 16 verse 19. He said the beginning of wars.
Somebody from the Facebook.
Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 6. I'll start up verse 5. It says, for thus said the Lord power, Yahweh Shem El Shai, we have heard a voice of trembling of fear and not of peace. Ask him now and see whether a man doth travail with child.
Hey, guess what? There's no going on with Donald Trump right now. The scripture said the king of Babylon and put in the report there and he's afraid. And it's not like the brother was speaking earlier on about Russia making missiles that actually, you know, they fly out to 11 knots or something like that. And instead of 11,000 miles per hour, something like that, hypersonic speed. And so missile defense system can't come to rocket. By the time they realize that missile coming to hit. You understand? So right now, guess what? Nobody have peace of mind right now. Except we let that the peace of mind that the prime scriptures. But Esau don't have peace of mind. You understand? He's so troubled right now. Because by the scripture said in Revelation 12:12, you understand? He had a short time. Well,
to just a minute, it's right about all them watching what's going on around them, you understand? They have no side to their mind. It says, the scripture said, how beautiful are the feet of them that speak the gospel of peace, right? And what we have is about because it was accompanied by the knowledge and the understanding of the scripture, right? What the Lord said in St. John chapter 14, chapter 15 and verse 16, chapter 15 and chapter 16, he said that the Comforter will come and teach you all truth, right? So what we comforted by the word, and the word is truth, right? The truth is that the enemy, which is Esau, the leader, so-called white man, this leader that reign over us, Either might these Moabites, all these people that show favor on this side, they're going to go into submission and they're going to be mashed up because the scripture says what? Sin shall take the kingdom, right? Yahushua said what? He's not going to meet you as a man. Right now we're doing a spiritual work, but he's so prepared to fight a carnal war in a spiritual battle, right? Yahushua is going to come and it's going to be a spiritual battle. We're going to try to fight a spirit with what? Carnal weapons, and we're going to fail. So all these things we are comforted by, but guess what? Life is sweet. But there's also the bitter pain, right? Yeah, the time of insurrection, sedition, your temptation, the time of the trial or the testing that shall come upon all earth to try them, right? The martial law, the guillotine, the gangs, the famine, the biochemical warfare, the pestilence, all these things are what's coming. Alright? Going ahead, Jeremiah 30 verse 6, ask you now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins?
Yeah. Every man will be with his hands on his loins. You just say, even the mighty men shall weep bitterly like women in travail. Right? All these men are taking power seat that are holding Esau in his kingdom. The real mighty men who these elites, the Illuminati on this side, the bankers, the Rockefeller, the Rothschild, the Bilderbergers, right? They are the lesser elites, like Donald Trump, he's a puppet on a string. You understand? But he's the face of the elites. Like how Obama was the face of the elites. But he was set up to get these so-called voting in power and to pass certain things. But when Obama was in power, he didn't make things better for Jake, he made things worse. He set up the legislation, he passed, I think he had the most amount of executive orders. He passed plenty of executive orders.
And I see this, on the time when Obama was elected, and when they really started to see the Confederate flag just started to go, and he started to rise back up during that time frame. So it was actually just still up, Jacob at least.
Yeah, that's it. So men, what you expect about Shimon, right? When Obama was in power, plenty of prophecies started to pop off more too, right? Because what he was the one that push what don't ask, don't tell. That there could be a homosexual in the military. He was the one that was going around to different nations and pushing that homosexual agenda. You understand? So he's that wicked ass Cushite, that enemy, that push that wicked vibration on the planet.
and stayed not the old world, but save Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly.
I like that. And as I said, you were saying earlier on that Christianity and people not believing in truth. Now guess what? There are people that say the Bible not real because it's a Babylonian book. Because that whole flood doctrine came from the Tower of Babel. But guess what? During that time, all civilizations was there at that time. So they would have known about it, they would have taken the record because it all in a story flood in different civilizations. They're into Chinese. Understand? Guess what? I believe in Dagon was Noah. And the Chinese, apparently the Chinese have a name for him too. A god that they worship, a god of water, something like that. But guess what? It's Noah. The actual ship that it actually goes back to Noah. You understand? It goes back to Noah. Because when them thinking that, you know, the Bible was taken from Babylon, guess what? Moses came after that. Moses was made when he was created. You understand? Moses was going to it was created. But Moses knows about it. Because why? By was Moses. That's what he did on the 14 and 49. That's the Ten Commandments. Ezra tells us. Ezra should have been so like you have this umbrella here. So I am on this side, you can see this side of the umbrella. Whereas behind, you can see that side of the umbrella. Whereas on that side, you can see this side of the umbrella. Whereas on this side, you can see that side. So all these nations had a different perspective on the same thing. So what they love to say, especially the back community, is that what the Bible was plagiarized from what Babylonian scripts. It's not that it was plagiarized, it's just that each one of these civilizations had their own records. The Sumerians, the Elamites, right? Plenty of what we put in the Shiva Ganesh, the history. It talks about Shiva Ganesh. Yeah, Shiva Ganesh, you know? Shiva Ganesh. I need to some of them dead, all these different things. Yeah, guess what? All of them came from Noah the son. So story and people would have been passed on already. Right? They would have keep passing it on from generation to generation. Someone in the Mandarin that said there was said that the calligraphy for 8 is a ship with 8 strokes in it. Someone in the Mandarin, which is one like the Chinese writing. Right, the calligraphy for the number 8. Yeah. It's a ship with 8 strokes. You know? Showing that, you know, that plus even they said they found the Anchor stone. Right, they found the remnant of the ark in Mount Ararat. And they found the Anchor stone, and in the Anchor stone they had 8 so-called crosses signifying 8 souls that were saved. You know? And just imagine that, like all they mentioned is just the Babylonians would have made down like Israel former colleges, because Israel had colleges, you understand, and certain things there, certain places they will store the books and certain archives, you understand? But both sides actually got Israel right over 240 books into those places, you understand? So those records would have actually come back from Ezra. Ezra would have probably book of Isaiah, book of Chronicles and Kings and all of these kind of things. But basically Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, and the Edomites would have destroyed all those Syrian colleges and the temple. The first one, you know, the modern representation of what happened with Ezra is what happened with in the book of Eli.
Denzel Washington. Because he had the book in his hand. And when he was about to die, he laid down. And as he was inspired, he spoke, and the guy was recording and wrote.
Same thing going to happen again because you know for sure a police officer told us to look into our with Bible. The church in this movie you understand? But when they look into burn these books, the most I don't download them into the
learning them right now. Learning these precepts, that's why it's important. Stay in scripture. That's why it's not about what to choose on precepts. Let it come and good. If you get wisdom, you don't like it, you get understanding. Because that's what you want to do. Wisdom and understanding is the same. It's like the of your child. When all hell break loose, and these people say in Luke 21, or in Luke 21 or Luke 17, when he goes back to our temptation in Revelation 10, he comes back to the word whereas most, right? Your temptation, which is what time of complexity in Luke. He said, whereas the same word. When everybody out there going to be confused. They're not going to know why, what, where, and when. They're going to be confused. But the word is going to be solid in the minds of the elect.
When we were in Tobago, alright, me and this brother here, we are coming down. And in the mall, it had some people talking about we should come to the church. I say right now, because people would have watched you there, we just by the places and thinking, you know, men with afro, or plants and their beard, you know, them is even. I say right now we see two open churches. And I quote the scripture in 1 Corinthians 3:16 say the temple of the Lord. You understand? The body is the temple of the Lord. He said, but now I said now we don't need that. He said because the Spirit of the Lord dwells in us, the Spirit of the Lord don't dwell in our church. And then I hit him with arm drive and I said he was spoke, just nothing like would say the temple of the Lord,
So like it. They say the Spirit of the Lord dwells in us. And what's the Spirit of the Lord? The words of the book. Exactly. You understand? The Spirit of the Lord is not no miraculous fucking donkey. Them Jamaicans call it donkey spirit. You understand? As a demon that come back, the Spirit of the Lord is the word of the book. So when you hear a brother say, like the Spirit, it's because what? It was on that brother mind and your mind to bring out the same script. The two or three are gathered in my name and in the place. The script, but say, Lord, come in the body, but the book. Right? This thing is plain. This thing is plain. The scripture said, they talk about the simplicity of Amashaya. You understand? This thing is simple. But the scripture said, woe to them that seek the deep to hide what? The wickedness. You understand? So they confuse the matter. Right? When they go to church, they read one script, they look at three. And they spend 2 hours expounding on it, gathering tithes and singing. That's what they do in the churches. Come to the church, that's what they invite you to do, but they want to give them money. Right?
So John 17, verse 19 and verse 21. It says, and for their sakes I sanctify myself, that they also might be sanctified through the truth. Neither pray I for these alone, but for them also which shall believe on me through thy word, that they all may be one, as thou, Father, art in me, and I in thee, that they also may be one in us, that the world may believe that thou hast sent me. I like what you say, Spirit, because both is one body in Yahushua and Mashiach and Yahweh, right? As we also always say, we are extensions and we are Heavenly Father's Spirit, right? So sometimes brothers will be thinking about each other, right? Sometimes I'm like Brother Kwana saying, sometimes he might just be thinking about Brother Paul. Sometimes I just feel like a brother coming, and between two twos, brother might come, the other brother might think about the same thing at the same time. You understand? And that's just showing that they're being in one accordance with each other.
Then we'll go back to the Spirit. It said, Then when I say to the people of pure and break, they will come out of the car.
say something just to what I push up for you. Something the election because Proverbs chapter 8 and 8 it says, all the words of my mouth are in righteousness. There is nothing forward or perverse in them. They are plain to him that understandeth, and right to them that find knowledge.
Right to them that find knowledge. So that's why the elect wasn't offended when so-called rape doctrine came about. The elect wasn't offended when Mary and Joseph had sex was broken down. The elect understood it when they heard that the mark of the beast in Revelation 13 verse 9 going down to 16. Sorry, Revelation 16, 13 and 16 going down is what? A refining chip. Not an embargo or a treaty or Christianity. That the image is not a picture of Cedric Bourget. Right? It's plain unto them because what? In their spirit they had to understand it. I don't think that's right.
No, the elect was not offended when Yahushua said, this is my blood, drink of it. This is my body. Drink of it, you understand? Because some people, they get offended in a lot of shiznits. These Old Testament Facebook prophets who don't understand one word about the scriptures and not knowing right scriptures about speaking about right? What they are talking about in Isaiah 11, you understand what they are talking about in Psalm chapter 2, King that I set up for my holy mountain. Alright? And they don't understand all the apostles did was echo the Old Testament as Marcus has said, but just you know, basically just put the commandments with. Right? They never taught anything contrary towards the Old Testament. The Old Testament is done away with. The New Testament is even fully started because Jeremiah 31 say he will put the laws in our hearts. It started because every day we in the scriptures.
Matthew chapter 11 verse 6 says, and blessed is he whosoever shall not be offended in me.
Lord, blessed is he that whosoever shall not be offended in me. The scripture says, of these things be not ashamed of Lord Most High, you know, of certain things, because a lot of people, the rape doctrine, a lot of people get offended with, right? Most High know how we make man, but all he did was just put rules concerning, hey, you know, just how to go about dealing with it. It's an instance where you could be put to death, right? The man alone could get put to death, the man or the woman could get put to death. Or guess what? A whore was considered as worthless, something worthless. So all the a man had to do, if he take the virginity of a woman forcefully, is pay the dowry. That is all. Nothing hard. Nobody ain't telling you go wrong and just rape them in these ways. And that man not.
The apostle said, what is the lawful and the illicit now? You understand? They said to be temperate and one thing. He says, Zephaniah chapter 3 verse 9, for then will I turn to the people of foreign language, and they may all call upon the name of the Lord to serve him with one consent. So that's that one body, that one knowledge, that one understanding.
They can't get beat.
Right? Because Moab, Moab, because even Moab said my granddad might be secret Christianity, they might be Jew. You don't know. Why they moving away from the idolatry, they might be Jew in the spirit. You understand? The Lord said it what? In the law, so Sirach, he said what? Things spoken in the new language have more force than them. Right? The Lord said it wasn't given unto these people to receive. It wasn't given unto them to know, but it was given unto the elect. Right? This is Sirach chapter 17, and I'm going to start at verse 1. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, created the man of the earth and turned him into it again. He gave them a few years and a short time, and power also over the things therein.
He endued them with strength by themselves and made them according to his image, and put the fear of man upon all flesh, and gave them dominion over the beasts and fowls. They received the use of 5 operations of the Lord, and the sixth place he imparted them understanding, and in the 7th speech, and interpreter of the conditions thereof. And as I remember, not and fully evil. Yeah, you must get locked up. Guns are fully evil. Fully guns are fully evil. You understand? But so what? You don't have to understand what's going on. You don't have to understand. You don't understand what's going on. But we have to come cognizant of what happened. We have enemies and ruling over the Lord's commandments of our power. It says, and in the 7th speech, an interpreter of the conditions thereof, counsels and a tongue and eyes and ears and a heart, gave he them to understand. Withal he had filled them with the knowledge of understanding, and shewed them good and evil. He set his eyes upon their hearts, that he might show them the greatness of his works. He gave them to the glory in his marvelous acts forever. It says that they might declare his works with understanding, and the elect shall praise his holy name. Besides this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for an heritage. He made an everlasting covenant with them and showed them his judgment. Their eyes saw the majesty of his glory, and their ears heard his glorious voice. And he said unto them, beware of all unrighteousness. And he gave every man commandments concerning it says, Ecclesiastes chapter 17, verse 13, their eyes saw the majesty of his glory, and their ears heard his glorious voice.
Right, their ears heard his glorious voice. Look at Micah chapter 6 and verse 9. It says, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, voice cried unto the city, and the man of wisdom shall see thy name. Hear ye the rod, and who hath appointed it. Alright, so the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, right? Heavenly Father, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, set his prophets out here. Alright, and a man of wisdom, a man of fear, the Heavenly Father, hear that voice. And as the scripture says, thou shalt hear, this is the way, walk in it, right? Because our eyes behold our teachers, and this, being so in tune with the scriptures that guess what, we just get drawn with this. Alright, men could have stay out there in carnival and doing smoking weed, they could have been in a host of other religions, alright, false doctrines. But guess what? They heard the voice of the Heavenly Father, and they came here on this spot. Alright?
In Proverbs chapter 8, verse 1, with that wisdom cried, and understanding put forth her voice. She standeth in the top of high places, by the way, in the places of the path. She cried at the gates at the entry of the city.
Right, and that is what we do it. That is why we always see on the entries of the city, in big places, right? Place of concourse, when people passing through. Alright, we're not going and hide in temple as I was telling somebody, right? How it is that you the word church goes back to call out. How you calling out inside our temple? Alright, inside our building, you have to come out here.
Because we need to be somehow car wash for a pastor in town. The runs and I think right? The only pastor saying, I know the real work out there, they have been there, also for them, I want to equipment and things, right? I want to come to my church. I want to call it. The Lord seducing you pastor to come to the church.
That's why they have all the time when I have singing and dancing and acting and say all that I wish. But the scripture says, take away from the voice of thy song, but let judgment be enough. Right? Because the Most High seeking for true judgment and righteousness.
Anyway, that goes to show this whole case going on, because I know what you use, you said you talk about different gangs and whatnot, what the police are trying to do. even when you know, the K program, they try to go into the communities and set up community program with sports and different activities. None of that has to do with spirituality and people. These people are spiritually cursed. And the only way to get to lift that spiritual curse is to fear the Lord and keep His commandments, repent, turn back to your Heavenly Father. Right? Yeah, at some point in time, the ex-commissioner of police asked the commissioner Stephen Williams, say, hey, where the churches at? We need the churches to come out, we need it all to be praying and all this kind of thing. You know? And guess what? He was not yet to the spirit, you know? But guess what? They call it up on Central Bulgaria. Some of them is what? It's Baptist, one of them different spirits. Right? Because hey, don't get tired. Some of these police will go and get so-called monks. They're dealing with these spirits. They're dealing with them spirits. They're evil. They're evil. Hey, you don't have to go into that. These people are evil. Right? And then always fight against the rulers of this world, principalities and powers in dark places, stumbling blocks. Right? So more.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 1 and 2. Hear ye the word of Yahweh, Ba'al Shai, ye children of Israel. For Yahweh Ba'al Shai had a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of the Most High in the land. By swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out and blood, toucheth blood. Alright, so we actually don't have no truth, they don't have no justice, no judgment in the land. Throughout the four corners of the world right about now. Alright? Everybody in that Alistair Crowley spirit, nobody don't have fear of the knowledge of the Heavenly Father. That is white blood touching blood. A lot of innocent people, because what the precept that brother brought out earlier, alright, said that the Most High gave them the commandments of life and how a man should do with his neighbor. But nowadays days when a man having a little argument, let me say somebody, you know, stoning down somebody mango tree because guess what, they're hungry, alright? And the owner for the tree will come and guess what, where you're stoning down the tree for? Alright, well, not where it's, you know, I'm just hungry and he might pick up a big stone or whatever the case is and hit the man, right? But you're supposed to Lord talk about certain things, not like not taking all the grapes off of the divine, back some to the poor.
So like that was the welfare system set up. The scripture cover everything on the planet.
That's right.
That was the welfare system. And when the scripture say what? We're not to leave some green grapes. We're not to eat soy. Soy is keep in the Bible. Right? But we not leave some green grapes. The green grapes is for the food, for the homeless, for the hungry. You know?
If a man still because he's hungry, you know, they pay back. You understand? But if he's still to sell, then basically I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm supposed to put him down.
Yeah, no. There's hunger, that's the only exception. Can't. Understand? But these days, they're stronger than steal and clean it here. They have his back on him.
There's a point that the outside took, like, sure, it was so hasty because he was poor.
In 2 Ezra chapter 5, verse 9. And the salt water shall be poured in the streets, and all friends shall destroy one another. Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding rejoice itself in the secret chamber, and shall be sought of many, and yet not be found. Then shall unrighteousness and incontinence be multiplied upon the earth. One land shall ask another and say, is righteousness that maketh a man righteous God truly? And it shall say, no.
Yes, so yeah, that is the things that we see right about now. Right? Unrighteousness. Man hates a man, a brother hates a brother. Right? Because what? They don't have fear inside that deterrent. Alright, for unrighteousness. But we have a God that ruling the world right about making peace or freedom, and he's just the power of wickedness. He's the one that, you know, pushing that philosophy of hatred, because hate is in his heart, that a brother should hate his brother. And he tells that you Israelites are actually sons and wicked, not because he wrote all you, but because all they pick after his custom, his ways. Right? A carpenter will call a man his son because what? He loves the apprentice.
Like the Apostle Paul wasn't, he didn't have no children, he was his son. Then he go take no. People have the characteristics of the so-called white man. That's why Yahushua said, you have your father's example.
Yahushua put his blood on Cain on his mouth.
Philemon chapter 1 verse 10. I beseech thee for my son Onesimus, whom I have begotten in my bonds. Sounds like the same thing, but because he raised up the scriptures and that close relationship with his son. He also had characteristics of that. This is John 8 verse 44. It says, ye have your father the devil, and the lust of your father he will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not to the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaks a lie, he speaks of his own, but he is a liar and the father of it.
And then put out the saying is Abraham trend. Should I say, what is Abraham trend?
John or tell them that. Say, don't take to say Abraham to your father.
Because what Abraham's work? To believe in the power. These niggas don't believe in the power. They don't believe in the Lord. So how the fuck did they be Abraham's seed? So Yahushua say, I know you're Abraham's seed, but you seek to kill me because my one has no place. And then he go on to tell them, love your father the devil. And then he also tell them that all your bloodshed at Cain and Abel on all your because they all your the same spirit that Cain.
This is Jeremiah chapter 2 and verse 21. Yet I have planted thee a noble vine, holy, a right seed. How then art thou turned into the degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me? Right, and that strange vine is the vine that Esau Edom. Alright, because the Most High sowed his laws in you. Alright, but you Israelites, alright, play off the flesh over you people. So you people looking like a strange plant unto the Most High, which he did not plant, which is wickedness, Esau Edom. Alright.
Matthew 24 verse 34. Verse 33 says, the serpent is the generation of vipers. How can he escape the damnation of hell? And that don't mean they're going on burning underneath the earth. That means death, basically, to go to their destruction. Wherefore, behold, I send unto you prophets and wise men and scribes, and some of them you shall kill and crucify, some of them shall you scourge in the synagogue, and persecute them from city to city, that upon you may come all the righteous bloodshed upon the earth, from the blood of righteous Abel unto the blood of Zacharias the son of Barachias, who is in the temple and the altar.
Right. And guess what? He said, generation of serpents are vipers. The serpent. Who was the serpent in the Garden of Eden? Right? Esau Edom. Right? But the same thing, Esau Edom went on, was what you went on do. Alright? You people went on basically shot us. You people went on to put us to death. Because if Esau Edom come knocking on your door,
alright, and say, you know this one, people win and sell us up, right, for chicken or pizza, you know, not 30 shekels or silver, alright, because why you when I put all the life in straight, you know, on our own farm, you don't know who win and sell you, but it win and happen because all this generational Bible. So this is a man that we should be household, man told you in the household. They go and sell Jake. They go and sell the property. Back in ancient times, the basic workers and the one we take them. How do we not? See, I know Christian apologetics like they're trying to build support workers first. In other words, they're trying to prepare tools. They're trying to set us up to be put to death. Saying that what that we are hate group. Saying that he did a video saying this is the kindness of a Hebrew Israelite, trying to make our words seem hateful. Trying to tell you sarcasm and make our words seem hateful, so that we will fall underneath what Rex 84 the project would do. Right? As a hate group, as a militia, a wicked militia that are going to fight. No, we're not about fighting physically as yet. The only time that's going to happen is the elect going to be taken up, transformed, and they're going to come back with the Lord as part of his army and his glory. Then, but what the Lord said, this is not my kingdom, whereas my servants will fight. Right? When the kingdom of heaven come in, and they said the kingdom of heaven is not going to come in by observation, low here or low there. Right? This is what the kingdom of heaven is within you. So the kingdom of heaven is going to come. Kingdom is literally going to come with Yahweh Shai, because he's going to gather them from the east, bringing them to the west to destroy Babylon. You understand? So when they come, when Yahweh Shai comes, and some of the trump with the kingdom, then it's when the destruction is going to come. Then the servants going to fight. Then they're going to know who is elect. You understand? So they're building them simple because of these propaganda that we are hate group, that we out here. Guess what? We are a hate group. What we really are, we are nationalists. We are nationalists. We are for promoting our own nation. Right? Which is synonymous with racist or fascism. They are for our own people. Whereas all these nations on the planet Earth, they are the same way, but they are hypocrites. Because when it comes to the Negroes and the Latinos and the Native Americans saying that they are the Hebrew Israelites, they are the chosen people of the Bible, it's racism in a bad way. Just like how they take the word gay and they make it mean a homosexual. The word gay means to be what, happy. That's the etymology of the word. Right? But they take the word and they demonize the word and make it a word on the left hand side, a bad word. You understand? That's the blasphemy of the what? English language. Right? So when we go back to the pure language, which is the Hebrew, right? We get the root meaning and the power and the strength of the word.
just know shutting down the casket and forcing to subjection. Understand? You know, forced to worship the great God. It's what Zechariah chapter 40. It says that they're going to have a court. It's a tabernacle. And go down before the great king. Understand? So now they're being bucking. You understand? They're being bucking right now. Like this good food said that the host, that Yahweh Shai, white and orange. What? Understand? And mocking and saying and mocking at the name Yahweh Shai. Guess what? Who would be mocking soon?
Who's that? Who's that?
When the scripture Revelation, it says his head was white. So his head was white, and it says his feet as brass burned in a furnace. But guess what? You don't understand literature. It says burned, past tense. Anything that was burned is going to be black. It wasn't being burned. If it was being burned, it would have been orange. You understand? If you take a piece of iron and put it in fire, right? The fire will be ready. But when you take it out and it cool, it's going to be black. You understand? So that's what the scripture says. As fine brass that was burned in the furnace. It was burned. It's like a house that was burned. You understand? It's black. And when you go into other translations, it's outright telling you. It says, the hair of his head were white like wool. It's just common sense. And even if John saw his face white, Ecclesiastes 8. You understand? But guess what? His way is plain unto the righteous, but unto the wicked is a stumbling block. As Peter said, writings of Paul and the rest of the scriptures, they rustle it, they twist up the words that he said. It can't make sense out of it. It takes the elected work for the Most High. The Most High is the one revealing it to the elect through His Spirit. Understand? And that is what the mystery is. The mystery is the mystery right here. You understand? It's like Most High had the truth right in plain sight. He given you a book to read and you still can't see the truth. Because why? Because we're saying to Isaiah 6, that an angel blocking you from seeing the truth. You understand? But with the elect, the Most High revealing them mysteries unto them. So they can see them and understand the word.
Colossians chapter 1 verse 26, even the mystery which had been hid from ages and from generation, but now is made manifest unto His saints.
Yes, because in our Bible, all the things prophets. And that is what the Lord did. Lord revealed His mysteries unto the prophet, that is why last days can break down the scriptures and added more epistles to the scriptures. As I said, we really need that is an epistle. That is an epistle. The prophets back then, they got the revelation, but we in these last days, they are the same men. They are the same men. And Sam suffering the prophets. We the breakdowns in these last times. You understand? So if you was to continue as you were for the next 2,000 years, in 2,000 years, they would have had the book of Apostle Tahar. Book of Apostle Abraham. You understand? But guess what? It has been on individual format.
High Priest Harry, yeah.
Psalm 23, verse 5. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over.
Yeah, prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Hey, right now the Lord prepared the table. And even in the kingdom, the Lord will prepare, because guess what? The enemies going to see Jerusalem rising up. And the enemies going to be able to do nothing. What the scripture said, Eden shall envy thee, and he shall be able to do nothing against you. Understand? The Lord preparing that table. Right now, the Lord preparing the table. Understand? The Lord preparing the table right now. And with it, they can't do nothing against it. The scripture said, can't do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. By you trying to do something against the truth, is actually fulfilling prophecy. understand? Because wherever you lose the spirit on the Most High, let you. You understand? So he's wicked because the Most High prayed that crooked serpent. Jacob is righteous, he prayed man because the Most High instructed Jacob to be a prayed man, a righteous man, a upright man. You understand? The Most High did that. You understand? The Most High had his will. Thy will be done. You understand? And I'm going to do that video in no matter what. You understand? No matter what, you get the word already. Pure here. You understand? The scripture said them had them here chosen, them here glorify something like that. So you Romans 8. Right off, man.
In Romans chapter 8, verse 28, it says, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love the Most High, to them who are called according to his purpose. For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate.
Yeah, who he did foreknow. For the foundations and everyone here will be about and shine. So who he did foreknow, he's them that he knew.
Scripture in Psalm 23. It says, Mary, come prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. And as they say, the table is the law. In the presence of the enemies right now, we eating at that table. And them can see. Them can see. And we literally in the presence of the enemies. And them can see. We eating at that table when we come outside here. The Harris on the Bible, going into the scriptures. Because to them, this table is a stumbling block and a snare and a recompense unto the own head. Now the scripture says unto you, therefore, that you eat is precious, because the wheat precious, out to them.
This is Proverbs 9:1. Wisdom hath built her house, she hath hewed out her 7 pillars. She hath killed her beasts, and mingled her wine. She hath also furnished her table. She hath sent forth her maidens. She cried unto the highest place of the city. This was simple. Let them turn in hither. And for him that wanted understanding, she said unto him, come, eat of my bread and drink of my wine, which are mingled. Forsake the foolish and live, and go in the way of understanding. Understanding. Right now. I remember a couple of years back again, that was Most High himself. He put a group of men on an island. I remember Apostle Ariam, that was one of the men that was there. And he put us on the island. He said, gather away, you can gather quick. Coming back now. And when you look, everything on the island was gold. The stones was gold. Everything as if you look at was gold. And I can remember I took up 3 items. I took up, there's a chalice. I took up a chalice where you reach this good gold. So I took up a chalice, I took up a plate, and I took up a jewel box. And when I went outside, the only thing on the island that was gold was a fruit tree. And this tree was laden with fruits. You understand? So hey, that's the truth. That's wisdom prepared. That table prepared that piece. You understand? And that's what we don't do right now. Prepares a table before me in the presence of my enemies, which ought to. You understand? Evil shall envy thee, and shall not be able to do thee nothing. All sorts of tricks they want to do, take yourself too. Guess what? Just turn off the button. If you want somebody to come out your house, you tell them to come out your house. But guess what? It shows that it's not in the power of the hand. It's not in the power of the hand to turn off that button. Both sides the one who controls all things. Okay, and with that, there's something. With that, for praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Give double honor to the apostles of greatness, so that do well. Salutations to the Hope Land State Select, to Mawaka Babal, Mawaka Kawayam, Wadla Adawamyam. Alright? We want the 2/3 of Israel until that great day. We say Shalom to the elect. Stay strong.